You need a dulcimer, Rob.
I ain't even gonna try. You know what I need to send him is one of those. What's the things that makes the rattling noise when you hit it? It's like a thing.
Like a vibra-slap?
Is that what that is? That sounds naughty.
I'm on it. Vibra-slap.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Welcome one, welcome all to Midnight's Edge After Dark. What do you mean 5 minutes late? We're actually an hour early. Oh. We didn't want to go too late because we got high council later. So hello, everybody. Hope you're doing well. I'm doing the best I can. How you doing, Rob?
Oh, fantastic. Getting better all the time.
You doing tan-fastic? Awesome.
Frozen rain we got. The wintry mix,
So you're getting what we got earlier this week. You're more than welcome to it.
Sleet.
Yeah, it started with rain, then it turned to sleet, then it turned to snow on top of that frozen rain and sleet.
Oh, thank you very much, Tom.
You're welcome.
Of all you've given me, this is the worst.
Well, I figured as much. And we also have the script doctor. How you doing, script doctor?
Oh, I'm doing all right. I'm recovering from some terrible content by listening to you guys, partaking in the show, and reading a pretty cool script. So yeah, I'm having fun.
Right. All things considered, I guess that's not bad. And last but not least, Mecha Random. How you doing?
I had to find my unmute. Good. We just came over. How many people are over from my show?
Put a 1 in the chat if you head not over from Mecha's channel.
We just hopped over. Yay.
And yes, this title is for real. We're going to get to that in just a moment, Tyler. God. Stephen Otten says, "Hail Midnight's Edge," and everyone in the chat will hail Stephen Otten. And speaking of hailing, we also have another member of the group with us tonight. How you doing, Paulie of Latino Slant?
Hey, guys. Hey, Tom.
Hi. We also got another super chat right here from Tiberius Monk. Says, "This stream is sponsored by Tom's Koalas. Stay classy." Well, Tom's Koalas have 0 fucks to give in the rain.
Koalas in the rain. Koalas in the rain. No fucks given.
All right. So we got a few people with 1s here. Awesome. Welcome. And no, they're not remaking The Wiz. You've seen that right. We're going to get to that here. We want to ask Paulie how he's doing. How you doing, Paulie?
Great, busy, crazy day. Wonderful. As you know, we were just testing mics, and I appreciate your help with that.
No problem. And why don't you tell the folks what we're testing the mic for? Because you got a special event going on tonight.
Oh, right. Yes. Well, as you can see by my little Chihuahua logo,
yeah.
The Southern California Animal Rescue Squad is an animal rescue squad that we got our dog puppies with, and we are trying to give back. So we're doing a live fundraiser, 7 p.m. Pacific, and me and my other half, we're going to be tag teaming here on the stream and inviting people in. So I was making sure all my mics were ready for the event.
There you go. And so check into that later, folks. Help out the puppies. You're going to have to give me the info so I can send some money to the puppies.
For sure.
And anyway, then, so moving on to, we got another super chat here. We're going to grab that quick. Ray J's World says, "I want a Mecha Random. Let's have a Mecha Random party. LOL." I don't know if we made any more Mecha Randoms.
I'm the only one. I'm going to do some sort of party this weekend. I don't know.
One of a kind.
Maybe something this weekend, because my birthday is next Tuesday. So I want to do something this weekend, maybe. Don't know.
See, yeah, we didn't manufacture them. We should have. But we didn't have the foresight to see that. Stephen Otten sends in another super chat. "I watched the pilot for the new Equalizer series. Still not sure why. Watch Az's review, he was spot on." Well, I heard the show just got shut down because of COVID.
Oh, wow. That was quick.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure they'll have 6 episodes to air over the next.
Oh yeah, I'm sure
month
they
and
got
a
a
bit,
few
but-
to cover, but yeah. Oh, The Wiz is racist now. It was directed by a white guy. Yeah, but it was produced by a black guy. And it stars like every major black singer at the time. And even a couple comedians and whatnot. I love The Wiz. You're not gonna win that argument with me.
Come on in. Ease on down. Ease on
He's on
down
down
the
the
road.
road.
Shoot.
Hell yes.
I think I liked that more as a kid than the real Wizard of
You
Oz.
just can't win.
Yeah, you know, you make sense because that was like, that was for us. You're
Well, yeah,
absolutely
Michael
right.
Jackson was huge. He was the
Yeah.
hugest superstar on the planet. So you've got a movie with Michael Jackson, and I watched it when I was like
Diana
5.
Ross was hot back then.
And Michael was still Michael. I mean, he was amazing in that movie. You're absolutely right, Mecca. I mean, he was so adorable.
I honestly haven't seen it in so long, but I did really, really like it when I was a kid.
Yeah, no, Sidney Lumet directed it, but well, what are you gonna do?
And the anybody
Obviously,
remember,
Quincy thought he was the best man for the job. Sorry,
Sidney
Rob. Go ahead.
Lumet? Oh, I'm sorry.
anybody remember Journey Back to Oz with Bill Cosby?
No,
No.
The animated special? No.
sort of, kind of, and I'm trying to probably strike it from my memory. I remember Return to Oz.
You'd be good to strike it back to your memory. Strike it from your memory. Yeah,
Return to Oz was really trippy.
It was
Yeah.
a filmation special back in back in the 70s.
Yeah, I kind of vaguely, now that you bring it up, I vaguely remember it. You put the wooden pop in the eyes and the shouldn't do. Don't look at the man behind the curtain because I'm doing stuff I shouldn't. Do. All right, Rob, tell us what's going on here. What the fuck is up?
Okay, hold on. Do we want to take bets starring Zendaya as Dorothy? Anybody want to take? Anybody want to take some?
There's one problem with that, Rob. We already did the Wizard of Oz with a black woman.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Hold on to your ruby slippers. Well, it won't stop them because this generation has to think that they're the first to do anything. Hold on to your ruby red slippers and repave the yellow brick road. Where does the red brick road lead?
I don't remember.
It's kind of a mean joke. It leads right to the Emerald City.
Oh, okay.
It's like just down the block.
A Wizard of Oz remake is in the works at New Line Cinema. Nicole Castle, Watchmen. Oh,
See, look,
is directing the film.
Muppet
And
Wizard of Oz.
An adaptation of L. Frank Baum's beloved book, The Wonderful Wizard of Oz. Baum's story has been retold on the big and small screen many times over the years, the most memorable being the 1939 musical starring Judy Garland. Yet New Line promises the upcoming film will be a fresh take on Dorothy and the Land of Oz, starring Zendaya and the Harlem Globetrotters.
Can Zendaya sing?
I hate to be the
No.
bearer of bad news.
I'm just wondering. Like, I've never heard her sing before.
Did you
But,
just make up the Harlem Globetrotters?
Yes, it did.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Can we have that movie? That would be so much better than what they're going to give us.
Our Dorothy was a waitress in a modern day, and we had a King Prawn.
Okay. Fresh take on Dorothy and the Land of Oz, adding they can draw on other elements from Garland's Wizard of Oz, like the prize Ruby Red Slippers. I am incredibly honored to join Temple Hill and New Line Cinema in bringing this beloved classic to the screen, Castle said. While 1930, what has she done? Nicole Castle. Let's take a look.
No, but that's right there the point. They can, and that's what makes this a remake over a readaptation, is the fact that they can use things like the Ruby Slippers and things that were in the Judy Garland Wizard of Oz movie that are not in the books. So this is going to be a straight up remake. And that I don't like. So yeah, what's this person done now? Besides destroy our childhood.
She's got short hair, glasses, and she's graying. I mean, so she's got crazy cat lady down to a T.
You know what's sad is we'll end up getting this before we get frickin' Wicked.
Watchmen, Castle Rock, Westworld, Claws, The Americans, The Leftovers, Vinyl, American Crime, Rectify, The Follow.
She's worked a lot.
An episode of Better Call Saul, The Killing, Suits, a little bit of Heaven, The
Couple good
Closer.
shows. Wow.
Okay, yeah, but who asked for this? Who really, really, really wants a remake of Wizard of Oz?
Not I.
Paulie?
No gracias.
No, didn't think so. Mecca,
What was the question?
do you really want a remake of Wizard of Oz?
Oh God, no.
Script?
I know there's some purists of the original story that would like it adapted faithfully, but
That's not what we're getting
this article
here.
doesn't seem to be doing that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's not a readaptation. It's a remake.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's aptly
Well, it's a
titled.
remake of the film as opposed to even just a take on the
Yeah,
book.
exactly.
That makes
Well,
it even worse.
Well, she says, while the 1939 musical is part of my DNA, I'm exhilarated and humbled by the responsibility of reimagining such a legendary tale. Uh-oh.
Fuck your words. It's all the same remakes.
The opportunity to examine the original themes, the quest for courage, love, wisdom, and home, feels more timely and urgent than ever. These profoundly iconic shoes to fill. These are profoundly iconic shoes to fill, and I am eager to dance alongside these heroes of my childhood as we pave a newly minted yellow brick road.
Well, Todd, I hate to tell you, it is a remake in every
Reimagining
definition.
means
Fuck that word. I am so. It's another buzzword to hide the word remake.
Which
How do
it's
you
also-
reimagine something?
It's also a way to. Is Wizard of Oz is the book in the public domain yet?
Not yet, I don't think. And even if it is, that's not the point. The point is what this article is saying. Is what I'm saying. Like I've gotten into arguments where it's like I want your definition, and I give my definition of what a remake, a reboot, and a readaptation are, because I say there are three very different things. Because a remake is when you're taking a movie and you're just remaking it, right? Okay, that's pretty obvious. A reboot is when you're, picking up something and either negating or disregarding a few sequels, but it's not a remake, right? Like Halloween H2O, right? Great example of a reboot.
That's right.
Then you got a readaptation, whereas they're going back to the source material. They're not remaking the original movie. Nothing from a movie that was in that movie alone makes it, it's an adaptation. We've seen how many adaptations, or would we say readaptations of Christmas Carol, for instance. Probably the most readapted book in history, right?
That's right.
Definitely.
All right. So
100%.
okay, so now my point though is like you go to something like Carrie, that remake, or that, because I call it a remake for a reason, and I'll get to that. That started out as a readaptation and turned into a remake, because at one point the movie was meant to be faithful to the book and didn't have anything that was in the original movie that was, just in that movie. But when the studio screened it, they're like, no, you got to put this other stuff in the movie to make it Carrie. And they're like, yeah, but that's not in the book. So they had to reshoot it, which at that point it became a remake, not a readaptation. Does that make sense to everybody? Does anybody disagree with that assessment?
That's right.
No, that seems pretty textbook.
Yeah. Okay. So that's where I'm at here with this. This is a fucking remake. They're remaking The Wizard of Oz. Fuck you. That's one of the things that, to me, Citizen Kane, Wizard of Oz, stay the fuck away from them.
Ghostbusters, Back to the Future.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Mm,
I
yeah.
wish I could say one of those already hasn't
Yeah.
been remade, but yeah.
So is the Cowardly Lion going to look like Aslan, and Scarecrow's going to look like the one from Batman, and Tin Man's going to, I don't even know what.
Now the Cowardly Lion's going to be gay.
Probably.
The
Of
Scarecrow's
course he
going
is, indubitably.
to be non-binary.
Well, the Firehands are going to be gay because, of course,
Yes.
they are.
Yes, they all live together in a shack,
Mhm.
and then
There's nothing
the
to
Tin Man,
Scarecrow jokes.
the Tin Man is going to get going to be the Tin Woman, and then Dorothy is going to be played by transgender midget, aka Peter Dinklage in blackface.
AKA Zendaya.
Wow.
Well, and if they do Zendaya, like I said, that's even stupid because, as I just showed before, We kind of did that already.
All right.
Everybody forgot the Muppets did it.
Yeah, well, I don't really count that. That's just more of a Muppet version, I don't
I
really
know,
count
but
that as
they
a
still
straight up
did
remake.
exactly what she's fucking probably going to end up doing to this. And you're right. Like, and this was like years ago. Like, this was almost 20 fucking years ago now.
Yeah, that's just the Muppets taking something and making a Muppet
Yeah.
version. Like, I have no problem when you have like the Muppet Christmas Carol or Muppet Treasure Island or Muppet Wizard of Oz or.
Oh, and neither do I. And that's my point, though. They're not really doing anything original. They're not really bringing anything new to the table. That's my point. It's like,
Mhm.
why bother?
Right.
So there's not going to be like additional depth of the characters where you find out, a little backstory on the witch, the good witch and the bad witch and all that. It's just going to be a straight up same movie, but modern.
No, it's not. It's gonna be. They're gonna butcher this. It's gonna be a butchering.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if half the stuff I just predicted comes true.
Like I said, Zendaya's going to be Dorothy. You're going to have like an Asian cowardly lion, and you're going to have like a Latinx a transgendered Latinx Tin Man. Latinx, is that the word? Latinx?
I think that's Twinks.
No, that's a different kind of movie.
Latinx.
Latinx
is
why is it
hilarious.
Yeah, isn't it hilarious at all? Help us with this, Paulie, because this isn't really a thing, is it?
Latinx. Wow, I love
and
that.
a lot of people in the Latino community find it very offensive, if I'm not mistaken.
It's spelled Latinx.
No, whatever. I'm not going to go.
Latinx,
I mean, it's a stupid
if it
word.
was Latinx, you would put a hyphen, Latinx, to show that it is Latinx. Like they're just showing their own idiocy. Or as I say, your shit.
It's a word from academia that Hollywood has picked up on, and so is the media, and they're shoving it down everyone's throat. And there's a very small minority that uses it. Unfortunately, they, just like with everything else, they have the loudspeaker right now. But the majority of and I'm not speaking for the Latino community here, but I don't know anyone that uses that fucking word. Sorry.
What does it mean exactly?
Latinx. the chat. Okay. Latinx was first used by the media when they had the mass shooting in Orlando at the.
This is starting off great.
At the gay. At the gay nightclub, I forgot what it was called. Orlando. It was like 5-6 years ago. They used They used the word Latinx because it was like the alphabet people that were affected, and that's when it was first used. And since it's slowly picking up steam, especially with people that are affiliating themselves as Latino and being non-gender, binary, the whole deal. And they, but they're trying to carry this to the next level and saying that the Spanish language is misogynistic and we need to change all those. So there you go.
Do they even speak Spanish?
Of course. Yeah. Who? Wait, who?
No, the people who are saying that it's misogynistic.
Oh, I don't know.
They're morons.
They're morons.
Are they talking about it like American Spanish, Mexican Spanish, Puerto Rican Spanish, Castilian Spanish? Where are they going with this one?
No, I think you just by you saying that you know more than they do.
Yes, Jesse, you do.
Just probably what you said, Jesse, right? And me and you and the conversations we had, you know more about Latinos than fucking Hollywood does.
Of course.
And excuse me, guys.
Connecticut's full of Latino people.
What's that?
Connecticut is actually full of Latino people, even though it's freezing here.
Yeah.
I don't know. Right. I don't know why they all move here. I mean, it's cold as shit.
But I just when you said Latinx, I fell out. That's hilarious. Shit. I hate Hollywood right now. I'm really upset.
Well, if anything, if I fulfill any kind of purpose, it's to point out how stupid that movie is.
Well, I just want to say real quick,
Script Doctor had a vagina.
I just want to say real quick, Script Doctor had to go. He had to deal with something, so I don't think he'll be back. So do check out his channel. In the meantime, we appreciate that if you do. All right, and let's move along here. We got a couple super chats I want to grab before they disappear, because they have a habit of doing that. All right,
Ooh,
Nicholas. What?
I think
Is it British pounds. We haven't done this one in a while.
Go ahead. Olay. Not the wrong one. Good show.
Nicholas Horton, 10 pounds. Hail Midnight's Edge After Dark. And the only Oz adaptation that's been faithful to the novel is the 80s Japanese anime, but the original movie will always be a classic.
I did not know there was a Japanese anime. But yeah, I mean, the original classic just to me is that. And unless you're going to do the books, it's senseless. And then Ray J's World comes back again with another super chat. Thank you. This is more like Wizard of Id. Absolutely. Actually, I'd rather them do that.
Nice.
You guys remember that comic? I'd rather them do that.
Yeah, the comic strip, yeah.
And Stephen Otten, if you want to grab that one, Rob.
Stephen Otten, $5. I'm not watching it unless you can play Dark Side of the Moon over it.
Do the cha-ching a few more times.
Good point.
Boom. Boom, 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 boom. You guys knew right where I was going with it. I've done that many a time. You know what I just found out the other day that's funny enough, Stephen, about that? I guess you can do that with 2001 as well. So guess what I'm going to do one of these days? Especially now that they're talking about making weed legal where I'm at. I'm like, yes. Somebody's watching 2001 with Dark Side of the Moon.
yeah, but not for nothing. How long is the album Dark Side of the Moon?
It's only like 40 minutes.
Yeah.
So what you just start it over?
Nah, probably. Or you only watch it so far into it. Because like in Wizard of Oz, it ends. Gosh, where does it end? I want to say like when they're in the forest. I can't remember now. It syncs up pretty good though. It's just fun to do.
Yeah, how many times have people been stoned? I'm like, how many times? And who's the first guy?
Every day, sir.
Who's the first guy to notice that?
He was stoned as hell when he did that. Whoever it was, the first guy who did it.
Hey, man,
So my question is like, do you start at a certain second, like a timestamp, in order to make it line up right?
Yes.
After Lion Roars, the third for the third. Right?
Yep. And then actually, what's trippier than that is they put Wizard of Oz out in 3D, so I watched it in 3D with Dark Side. That was cool.
That's just weird.
The first guy who got high and did that, his buddy must have said, "Dude, I'm gonna put on like Wizard of Oz." Oh wait a minute, man! I want to listen to Dark Side.
It probably just happened to be on TV. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna listen to Dark Side of the Moon. All right, you go ahead and start. I'm gonna watch the Wizard of Oz. Whoa, this like totally syncs up, man.
I'm sure that's what happened. And I think it started in colleges and stuff like that. And I think it wasn't the first one. I think isn't there some like people that like other movies like with like Led Zeppelin and a few other albums or some shit like that. Of course, Mecca's not here now, and she'd probably know this stuff. But,
how long before The Godfather gets remade with like Cedric the Entertainer is?
Don't you dare say that shit.
It's
and you know it's Rob. You know it's
my
heart.
We can't kill her. No, they kill her. They'll fear you because they fear me.
Oh yeah, that's just what we fucking.
It's Cedric the Entertainer's Vito Corleone. Again,
There's going to be a remake of Wizard of Oz. Very cool. Not really, Fezman. I think you're being sarcastic, though. Boag says Latinx is more offensive to me than SB. Oh, okay. Yeah, I know what you're saying. I'm not going to say those. Never mind.
Up something?
Sure, as long as it doesn't consist of those words.
Wizard of Oz is like historically one of those things that like the gay community really clings to. You know what I mean? Like they identify it with a lot. So like, are they going to get pissed off now because it's going to be like double super pandering?
I hope they do. You know what, Jesse? I'm glad you brought that up. I hope they freak the fuck out. I really do it because I hope that that'll go against a lot of what they're probably going to end up trying to do with this. Because to be honest, now that you say that, Jesse, I want to see gay Wizard of Oz more than ever.
Oh my.
Like I want to see the most flamboyant super Wizard of Oz you could dream of.
Mm. Ooh, okay, Wizard of Oz. Now you're talking.
Well, who do you think's going to play the wizard?
Ooh, it better be a handsome expensive car. Oh my.
Of course, it's George Takei.
Right.
Don't mind
that
that
curtain. Oh,
Do not look behind the curtain.
not look behind that curtain. Oh, you're in for a nasty surprise.
Dorothy, you had the power the whole time.
All you
It was
have
in
to
your wardrobe.
All you have to do is click your heels 3 times to go home. Oh, where that
Dorothy,
might be.
some cross-dresser, basically.
I'd like to go to San Francisco myself.
Okay, now we're going too far. Nicholas Horton
Don't go far enough, Thomas.
"Oh, we got some more poundage here."
Oh, I bet you do have some more poundage. I like a little poundage myself. Ah, jeez, George Takei. Ah, there he goes again. Ah, George. Okay.
We got British pounds here, buddy. We need some measles. The only remake. Oh, go ahead.
Not good. Damn it. Together. 1, 2, 3. The only remake of The Wizard of Oz that I liked was some Tom and Jerry movie version. It's a sequel. Tom and Jerry Back to Oz.
Well, that's why I don't mind Return to Oz, because it's like, you know, it's different enough. You can consider it a sequel, but it's technically not. So, like, whatever.
What's the weird one with the Joker before he died?
Weird one with the Joker.
Oh, it was Heath Ledger, Mia Kunis.
Oh, Heath Ledger wasn't in that, but I know
never
the one you're
watched
thinking
it.
of. You're thinking about the Great and Powerful Oz. It was kind of more of a prequel, basically. It wasn't too bad. It was directed by Sam Raimi, actually, and it had Franco in it. That's who you're thinking of. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And Culture Casino sends us a sticker. Thank you so much. Roger Haynes also sends us a super sticker. Thank you so very much. Fat Steven Seagal beat up Shazadam says, "Let Jesse use his 2 hands of butter on the lion."
Look, I was drunk.
I don't want to know. That's a 2-hander, huh? He's a big guy.
Yeah, it's a Crisco thing.
Get it up. What did you do that for? I was just trying to scare him.
They should just have him be like Snagglepuss from Hanna-Barbera.
He kind of sounds like him. Boeg sends in a Mexican $50. Holy cow.
Mexican. Hold on. Ole.
Do you have one of those for every country?
No.
No.
Just about, though.
For Canada, you have to use the Dudley Do-Right.
No, for Canada, we go or whatever the. That's for Canada. Yeah.
Okay, all right. What's going
Everybody send them weird money. I want to hear more
on?
of
What's
these.
going on?
Probably
Rolling up
heard the
rolling
Mexican
up my
music.
sleeves. Wait, hold on. Okay, I have a Mexico hat here. Hold on.
Oh shit, he's gonna get the hat.
You
No,
say
Fuck. I don't have it. Shit.
Fuck. Well, you have it in spirit.
you saying
I
I would say
got the next
Mexicans
best
just wear
thing.
baseball caps.
I got the next best thing.
not those
Come on.
words.
That'll
If you're
work.
gonna self-censor, I better not hear you say that word again.
I got my Panamanian hat. So, ¿qué pasó, chico? All right,
Are you
what did I
keeping
miss?
that?
You saying Latinx, but not those words. Okay, I get you, Boag. Yeah,
So the one
I
before it,
understand,
Tom. You don't say. Listen, Spick and Beaner.
I can't say him. He can say him.
You know,
I'll
Spick,
get
Spick is
canceled,
what
man.
Spick is what you would call, what people would call other people that don't know the language well. No speaking English. What's wrong with you? No speaking English.
That's half the name of a detergent.
Is that what that's from? Is that seriously what that's from?
Ya cállate. It is. What? No speak English. As far as just like a put down. It's just a put down.
Yeah.
And same as Beaner. But you know, some of those we use within our own community, as far as with being a little bit more, but yeah,
I mean,
you know.
I want to see this.
But listen, real quick, Tom, Andy Vargas had just said hi in the chat, and he's watching the link. He's watching the show right now. The lead singer of Santana.
No way.
Yeah,
Are
cool.
you kidding me?
no, I just got off the phone. Highlight him right there. There he is.
Where is he? There he
Andy
is.
Vargas.
Holy
That's
shit.
pretty badass.
Hey,
how's
how's
it
it going?
Hello. I've heard one of your songs before. It was hard.
Whatever. I've got like a couple copies of Santana albums, man.
So you know, my thing with the quartering a few maybe a month or so ago, where he tried to make a point, and in principle I agree with his point, but he used the word wetback, and that's just for me, that ain't a word I'm going to use to make a point. You know, so I had I had an opinion about that, and I talked about it on my channel, and YouTube takes down my channel. It takes down the video because a Latino is talking about why the word wetback shouldn't be used. But what do I know, YouTube? Anyways, hi everyone.
I didn't even know that. Yeah, that's crazy. Darius Munchausen, thank you for the super sticker. We appreciate that. Yeah,
I want to see this, Tom. I want to see this place spick and span. Okay, there we go.
there, you said it. You happy now? Cesario
I like
J-
cheese nips. Does anybody want some cheese nips?
I want this place Latin. How did you say it?
Latinx.
Latinx and span.
When you say that, that sounds like a gay man.
It does.
A gay Latin man.
We're
Not just a gay Latin man, but a really tiny little
Yeah.
right above.
See, it's all
It's
about
like the hairdresser from The Simpsons.
Exactly.
Andy Vargas is gonna say, like, what the fuck? What the food? What the
Yeah,
what
what did I walk into here? Sorry.
So Andy's going to be on the show tonight with me.
Wow,
raising money for the charity, and
That's awesome.
he had some questions. I'm like, dude, you got to come on, check out what we're doing on Midnight's Edge. I'm about
Why
to talk
did you
some
do
shit.
that?
What do you mean? Come on, no, Andy's cool. Andy's cool.
He is, but I'm not.
Just
Oh,
don't start me
no.
talking about musical gear.
It's all about asking people.
I'm going to share the link though for your stream later, so people can check that out. And we got another one from Cesario JPN says, "What's this Hollywood remaking stuff? This Oz remake? Now I hear the Powerpuff Girls. Didn't they announce that a while ago?"
Okay, so they announced a pitch for it, and now the new news is that
Okay.
it's got a series order. Or a pilot order, rather.
The new
Not a-
gritty live action aged up reboot for the CW. Yeah, I remember we reported on
Wait,
that,
what?
or you did, Mecca.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's 20 something. It's like 20 somethings with, what is it? 20 something millennial. Or are they millennials? Or are they 20 somethings?
Oh God.
One would make them the other.
I don't remember. Here, let me find it. The series followed a trio of disillusioned 20 somethings who resent having lost their childhood to crime fighting.
No.
Oh,
Yeah.
for God's sake.
Oh, pull me with my superpowers.
We lost our childhood to crime fighting.
What? And then let me guess, they're going to blame the white guy.
Are
Yeah,
they
Guess,
still
guess,
gonna have
guess
like a
what word that was
screen
born
hanging out?
either. You want to cry about that online too?
And no, Mr. Kurt LB, I do not need to get canceled and embarrass myself even more. I'm not telling them about the Mex-Men, even though I got a pass for that.
The Mex-Men's awesome though.
Tell me,
That
Mecca,
actually
tell me
sounds like a
about-
really good idea.
The Mex-Men is
Someone tell me about
basically a Latino version of the X-Men.
I like it. I can see Wolverine as
Wait,
Mexican.
Cheech is here, everyone. Cheech is here.
Hey, last time on the X-Men,
Who's your icon?
Javier, he's like did the thing with the mind stuff, and Juanita Gray, man. She feels so fine. But she's going out with El Ciclopto, right?
But then you got to look out for El Margarito.
Yeah, that's right, man. El Magneto want to put the cap, want to cancel them all, man.
It wasn't good.
And Andy is a huge Blood In, Blood Out fan. Huge.
I'm surprised that Santana didn't do anything for the soundtrack, man. But anyway, Captain Harris says, I hear fun here. Stop it right now. Make Rob suffer, or at least break out the impressions. Congo.
Rob
Yeah.
is a honorary Latinx now.
He's a Latinx.
I got an article for Rob to yell about.
I would love to hear Rob try to do Cheech as gay. That would be amazing.
Whoa.
Well, I want to see Wolverine
say.
Cheech.
Nothing you can say can turn me away from my guy.
That's right. He did do gay.
Wow.
I should have just kept my mouth shut. No, we're
Don't
not.
remember.
Wolverine,
We're
man.
at war
I
with
want to
Anita.
hear you say these guys had guts. Too bad they're all over the floor.
These guys have guts. Too bad they're all over the floor.
So that's gay Mexican Wolverine.
It's gay Mexican Wolverine.
Ooh, these guys had guts, all right. And now they're all over the floor.
Oh my.
Gives eating a burrito a whole new meaning.
Oh.
Ooh, that's not the only burrito I hunger for. What's so funny is
I could take this so dirty right now, but I'm not going to because
I did that impression for George Takei's husband, Brad, and he said it's uncanny. It's like it's almost an exact match.
And no, Fezman, we're not in Kansas anymore, unfortunately.
Wow.
We're probably in more than trouble. Spider Unlimited, thank you so much for the $4.99 super chat. Is Wizard of Oz remake going to star Queen Latifah? No, but funnily enough, I believe she was in the Muppet one I keep bringing up. I shit you not.
Who was it that said that? I think it was Gary and Doomcock I was listening to. They were saying about how the Queen Latifah Equalizer was just so ridiculous. She can't even lift her leg up to kick the door down. So that shoot her at weird angles. He said it's just so bad.
Well, I mean, I don't. Here's the
Is
thing.
the trailer? Is the show up? The first.
Yeah, I think the first couple episodes or first episode is out. But like, here's the thing with her. Like maybe 20 years ago, she could have pulled this off. I mean,
not even 10, really. I mean,
yeah, I don't know. 'Cause I mean, she's big enough that you could picture her kicking the shit out of some people, but
does she look like she's like in shape and kicking ass?
I don't know.
From what I heard, no.
Yeah, unfortunately. Diego Flores sends in 1690 Peruvian souls. Thank you so much. Mecca, who is doing the atrocity of the Powerpuff Girls? Want to have a chit chat with them? No one threatens my childhood. Well, we wouldn't suggest you go after anybody who's doing these, but I don't know.
CW. It's the
Mecca,
CW.
yeah, it's the CW, so you'll have to probably check out who's actually IMDb probably lists.
Let me bring up the Bounding into Comics article, okay?
All right. And then Boeg says, I'd rather be a wetback. Oh, balls.
So, oh my God. This is that's a whole nother stream, dude.
I'm not getting into that, Boeg.
But that's in 20. Yeah. So, okay. All right. So, he'd rather be called a wetback than a pocho.
I don't even know that one. That one
I
was
don't either.
really
Now I'm
racist.
learning new ones. Yeah, here we go.
Okay. All right. Real fast, guys. I'm pocho, right? If I was to go to Mexico, that's what they would call me because I'm so Americanized, right?
I got you.
That's what a pocho is, But why he would rather be called a wetback than a pocho? That's
like being proud of being a redneck.
No, but I mean, again, it's a whole nother stream. I don't want to bog it down.
Different. It's different. I dig it.
Right? What are you gonna say, Rob?
It's going to be directed by Leslie Headland. Hey, I'm going to direct a new X-Men movie. All right. Leslie Headland action figure.
I like all the X-Men's.
I love all. There's no favorite X-Men. There's only X-Men's. Okay.
And I think it should be X-Persons.
I think it should be X-Persons. All right.
No, I had said
I've been canceled
again. X them.
X them. So Jerrio JPN says, Tom, there is a X-Men. It was an independent comic called Team Tejas. Am I saying that right? Tejas? Tejas.
Mm-hmm.
By Richard Dominguez, published by Azteca Productions in 1997. Cool, that's interesting. There you go.
Well, this one's going to be way funnier.
Yeah. I love Jesse's just selling
Jesse's
it.
hilarious, man.
We're still trying to find a mariachi version of the X-Men '90s cartoon theme.
That's the only reason we haven't done anything with it. That's
Oh,
got
dude,
this
that
sample.
actually works.
Yeah, but we need like a mariachi version, basically.
Play the one you played for the money again.
Oh, hold on. With the ching ching.
Yes, you
No,
can
no,
slow
no.
it down and alter it a little bit, and it'll be
No,
the
he
same
was talking about the Mexican music.
You can,
La
that's
cucaracha?
almost in the same key.
Yeah, like
It's
Fat
gotta be something
Steven
cooler,
Seagal.
man. You gotta do something
Fat,
cooler.
Fat Steven Seagal. That's basically what I'm saying. The X-Men theme remixed with mariachi music, but just done as a mariachi version. Yeah.
There is the Avengers theme done by
Yeah, surprisingly, it's not out there. Like, there's a few of them out there of songs done like that, but not that one.
but at the tail end as a stinger they actually do play the few notes of the X-Men animated theme, and they look at each other like, yeah. I'm like, so hopefully they'll get around to doing it.
That'd be kind of fun. I mean, any mariachi version of a song is kind of fun, I guess not anyone, but they do a pretty good job. But
Yeah, nylon string
I'm not
guitars
arguing
are a
with that.
beautiful thing.
I'm not arguing with that at all.
but I was telling you, Tom, the Plugs punk version of La Bamba is just killer, and those are the guys that did the soundtrack to Repo
I don't
Man.
think I've heard a bad version of La Bamba yet.
The time I saw Metallica, they played a version of La Bamba.
I even liked Twist
Really?
and Shout when it was called La Bamba.
And
Yeah,
that was
I'm gonna say something terrible, but like the Big Bopper and who was the other guy who died on the plane?
Buddy Holly.
Buddy Holly.
Buddy Holly. I don't care, but Richie Valens was actually talented.
Oh, Buddy Holly. We don't
I was
understand.
gonna say I was gonna argue Buddy Holly.
Jesse,
Yeah.
Jesse,
can't
Buddy
undersell
Holly
Buddy.
is seminal. My God,
He wore glasses and he was a nerd.
Yeah, but he
Exactly.
was also a pioneer of a
Right.
lot of the rock and roll
That's
music.
kind
sort of.
that's kind
Yeah,
of
but
the,
like when
that's
I
kind
think
of the-
rock and roll from the 50s, I think Chuck Berry. You know what I mean? So it's just like
Yeah, but
Listen to some of his
it's like-
lesser hits. Don't
Yeah,
just
Buddy
listen to Buddy
Holly
Holly's
took Chuck
catalog. I mean,
Berry.
just listen to Peggy Sue. You're missing a lot. Go listen to
Crying, Waiting,
Rock
Hoping.
Around with Ollie V or something. Listen a little deeper.
I dig
Mick
it.
is absolutely right. Buddy Holly took rock and roll to the next level with his composition, with his recording. That's why the Beatles loved him so much. Come on,
Funny
Jesse,
thing,
get it together. Get it
at
together, bro.
Mecca and Pete's recommendation, I'm going to start doing music reaction videos. So maybe I should actually go a little old school and do a Buddy Holly song.
Yeah. Yeah, I can hook you up with
Right.
people that are probably
Yeah,
better
Pop One
than
in Bird
what we
Chat.
expect.
the
So.
tears keep falling all night long.
No. I mean, yeah, I mean the La Bamba, when they did oh boy, right?
All of my love, all of my kissing, you don't know. Okay, what are you gonna play? Boney Maroney. Boney Maroney,
Maroney.
these shit stompers.
These shit stumpers. Sorry.
I
Just
love
play
that.
Rawhide.
Oh boy.
Oh boy. I'm
You don't need
happy
no
that
band, man.
Mecca. I'm loving that you love Buddy Holly. I think
I'm a
Buddy
music
Holly's
geek.
fine.
I got a Woodstock guitar, so I'm kind of a music historian.
I mean, Buddy
mean-
Holly is. I'll be
Oh.
honest. Like Buddy, like Richie was my segue to Buddy, but I mean, you would think it would be the other way around, but no, it was because of the movie La Bamba that I was introduced to all those guys.
well, Richie. We said Richie's great tragedy is what could have been. He only had 8 months at it, and Buddy Holly died very young as well, but he was at least several a few years into his career.
Mhm.
Mhm.
I mean,
Oh, he was just getting started. Like there's a lot of stuff that Richie never got to finish that's out there. Like
Yeah.
just like early takes and stuff like that of songs that never got finished. And yeah, it's pretty sad because he was just at that point where he's about to make an actual album.
Yep.
You know, Lou Diamond Phillips and the movie are awesome, but like it fits so well as a movie. How much of that movie is actually true?
Quite a bit
Is
of
that
it.
how it went?
Pretty close.
It's a lot of it.
Yeah,
right?
I mean, some of it's amalgamized. A couple characters are kind of like Donna didn't really exist like that. Like there was a Donna, but she wasn't that close to Richie. They broke up before he ever got big and stuff like that. And
Mhm.
there was actually a couple other girls and stuff that he knew.
Well, I'll bet.
Some events are probably exaggerated.
Yeah, and then like Rosie, he didn't really. There wasn't like a love triangle thing between him and Rosie and Bob. There was a real Rosie though.
There was a Rosie. There was a Connie. There was Steve, the dad, who had a real big influence in them. Which we had talked about. Said, well, what if they bring back Richie's story, like the way they're doing with Selena, but like make it a limited series? You can like dig deeper into everyone's life because it was more of a family.
Cool.
Yeah, it was more of a family that helped Richie come up.
Yeah, because really that movie,
Netflix, they need material.
Well, yeah, well, the movie really only just concentrates on that like year of his life. I mean, there's a lot of the life that, like, especially between the brothers, because that's kind of what the story is about. Is how, you know, Richie was always the one who looked up to Bob, and then Bob, you know, got overlooked later on in life, kind of thing.
And Isai was great as.
Oh God, yes! I can't believe he didn't get nominated for that shit.
Yeah.
So you're saying it's kind of like a Steve Ray Vaughan and his brother type of relationship?
Probably a little bit like that.
But Stevie Ray had a career. That's the whole thing. Is Richie barely
got a chance to. Yeah. I mean,
we're still talking about him.
Things.
We're still
exactly.
Exactly.
But I mean, it's like one of those things where, like, I mean, he did get to do a few things in the 8 months that he had a career, but it's just stopped to think about like that. Like his career was less time than, you know, most people take making an album. You know what I mean? And it's just crazy.
True.
I mean,
yeah. And then he was in that. Sorry about that. He was in that movie with Chuck Berry and Alan Freed.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he did a lot in those 8 months.
He did a lot. Yeah. He had 3 top 10 hits.
Yeah. Chuck was in that movie. Chuck Berry was in that movie too.
Yep.
I've never seen this movie. So there's a movie that actually has Richie Valens and Chuck Berry in it.
Yeah, it's not Hail Hail Rock and Roll. Which one is it? I can't remember now.
Is it good?
You sent me the link.
I can't remember which movie it was now, but
yeah.
But anyway, well, you know what? Actually, this reminds me. We're talking about spinning off a few new channels, and a music discussion channel and stuff like that might be one of them. So keep that in mind, folks. Like, these kind of conversations will definitely happen on that kind of channel. But we got to get down to this news real quick here. Disney is going to close down the Ice Age animation studio Blue Sky. No real big surprise. But they're not, the bigger surprise to me is they're not like selling it off. They're just closing it down.
How if they absorb it into another company that they own?
They don't need it. Yeah, exactly. Like, I mean, that's the thing. You would think they could sell off the facility and the talent and all that kind of stuff in some kind of deal, but no, they're just going to close it down. So yeah, I don't know if you want to grab that real quick, Rob. It's not a very long read.
What's the thing from Deadline?
I just gave you the link there in the private chat.
Okay, here we go.
I mean, yeah, they'll keep all the franchises and stuff. That's probably why they won't sell it off. That's a good point there, Captain Robert April.
Studio was owned by Fox until the 2019 Disney acquisition. Disney shutting down Blue Sky Studios, the Greenwich, Connecticut-based animation studio best known for the Ice Age franchise. The studio was owned by Disney until 2019. When Walt Disney, wait a minute, the studio was owned by Disney until 2019 when the Walt Disney Company acquired 21st Century Fox's entertainment.
They fucked that up. They meant to say Fox first, probably.
Yeah, proofread your shit.
Is this the people who did Rio?
No, I think that was that other company.
Connecticut. So
Maybe maybe you're right.
Pickens.
No, actually you're right. I think it was Blue Sky that did Rio. Now that I think about it,
Yeah, because no one's out of Connecticut.
At the time, Walt Disney Animation Studios president Andrew Milstein joined Blue Sky as co-president alongside co-president Robert Baird. Both will be leaving the company with the shutting of the studio. Given the current economic realities, after much consideration and evaluation, we have made the difficult decision to close the filmmaking operations at Blue Sky Studios, said a company spokesperson in a statement to The Hollywood Reporter. The news was first reported on Deadline. Since the acquisition, the future of Fox's animation business was in question, as Disney already houses Pixar and Walt Disney Animation, arguably two of the best and biggest brands in feature animation. In recent years, Blue Sky produced animated features such as Ferdinand, the Peanuts movie, and Rio. But Blue
so you just could have waited and read it.
But Blue Sky's most valuable property is its Ice Age franchise, which has earned more than $6 billion since the original 2002 animated feature debuted, spawning 4 sequels as well as several animated TV specials and shorts. Oh, pardon me. Blue Sky's Spies in Disguise, based on Lucas Martel's 2009 animated short Pigeon Impossible. Oh, Pigeon Impossible. And featuring a voice cast that includes Will Smith and Tom Holland, quietly opened a year ago following the Disney acquisition. That's the thing. We have this one thing left. Let's burn it off. With the shutting of Blue Sky, its planned feature adaptation of the graphic novel Nimona will cease the production. Oh, wait a minute. That's Noelle Stevenson's thing, isn't it? If she
I don't
gets
Pay that much
I think so.
attention.
No,
she
she
gets-
was shooting She-Ra.
no, but I think that's one of her things.
Based on her book or something.
Yeah, it is. Up yours, bitch.
I
Wah,
love
wah.
the petty spite. It's beautiful.
Nimona will
Yeah.
cease production. Blue Sky was in 1987, just outside New York City by a small team, including Chris Wedge, the Oscar-winning director, 1998 short animated short Bunny, as well as features as Ice Age. Studio originally turned out commercials and other short work film, moving into feature animation with Ice Age in 1999, following its acquisition by Fox. Okay, so yeah, sad they're shutting down, but Noelle Stevenson gets something that's being her sexual preference doesn't allow her to do. She gets screwed on this one. So, haha.
The only thing I don't get is like they're at least keeping the computers and the gear and the programs, right? Because it's like
Probably not. They'll probably just piece that out and sell it because it's not anywhere near their studios.
Yeah. Well,
it's just weird because all those films look good. I mean, scripts are scripts and they're not usually good, but like they look good.
I
So
imagine
it takes
they'll.
talent to actually make that. And they should just hire the guys.
I imagine those guys will get work at other places. I mean, I would guess, I would like to think that Disney would say, "Hey, listen, we're shutting down Blue Sky, but we will, we'll hire you here in some capacity within X amount of time. If there's a position open, we'll keep you in mind here for it." I'd like to think that's what happened.
Joe Pad 87 sends us a super chat, says they waited an awful long time to close Blue Sky. Maybe that's why I didn't think they'd do it. That or maybe there was something in production that they were finishing up. Who knows? They could have been just assessing, what they wanted to do with it. It could have been any number of things. I'm not surprised though. I mean, it's redundant. I mean, and Diego Flores, yes, that's the movie I was thinking of. Go Johnny Go, with Richie Valens. Thank you so much for that. We appreciate that. And so yeah, if you want to check that movie out, that's the name of it. Go Johnny Go.
Gracias, Diego.
And if you really want to watch a good movie, go watch Young Einstein.
Which is completely inaccurate, but anyway,
he plays a little Chuck Berry at the end. It's all good.
Yeah.
Young Frankenstein.
Young Einstein. With
Young Einstein. Yeah, it was fucking.
He made like 2 or 3 movies back in the 90s, and he was just weird.
Yeah, it was dumb.
Curious.
Yeah, they're dumb, but they're. I like them.
I don't
make
think
fun
I've
of all
seen
kinds of shit, and I say I like that. That's me.
I was gonna say I don't know if I've ever seen any of his movies
Contradiction.
besides that one, so I couldn't really.
I
say.
think there was another one, but I'm being kind and saying there was probably 3 because
I don't
maybe
know.
there was.
I know they tried to make him a thing. That was all I remember about it. Yeah, Yahoo Serious.
Yeah, he played If You Want to Dance With Me.
If you want to dance with me. I remember.
Someone should
Clearly
use that.
remember. It's not like I don't, but
And I remember they were trying to make a pie out of kittens, and he saved the kittens.
All right. So check out Latino Slant's show tonight. You want to tell the folks again a little bit about that Latino Slant, Paulie?
Yeah. Thanks a lot, man. Thanks a lot. So, we got our foster kids. They're coming up right here. In October through the Southern California Animal Rescue Squad, and they're all volunteers. They from rescuing them to getting them back to health, to a healthy state, to fostering, to adopting. They do it all. And we had been talking with them about doing a little fundraiser, and this is it. It's tonight. It's not little. Like we really want to raise some money for these really good people. And I will be, I'll be joined by my better half, and she will be talking about our experience with them. And then, like I said, Andy's gonna stop on by as well. He's worked with animal rescue organizations as well, and that's it. In starting this thing, Tom, as far as with the Latino Slant, it's also my mission to, wherever I can on any level, to help out different charities that our guests like to be a part of. So we've already raised money for bereavement centers, for 12-step programs, for musicians, music cares, and now this one. So we ain't stopping, guys. We're going full. Let's do it.
Awesome. So check that out later on tonight.
Thank you.
On Latino Slant is the name of the channel. I did have the link, but I'll share it again here. Let me get that up here for you.
I can put in the private,
Sure.
the actual show.
Say, if not, you might even be able to. As long as you're wrenched, you should be able to share it.
Give me a second, I'll get it.
Trying to remember if I got you wrenched yet or not. Oh yeah, I do. Okay.
You do from last show, I believe.
Yeah, I think so. Yep. So yeah, other than that, what the fuck's going on? I know Mecca, you sent something here earlier. What was it? Winter Soldier.
They're sexist for telling Enfy's Nest, or for saying that Enfy's Nest was a little girl beating up Bucky.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Yeah.
Enfy's Nest. Yeah.
Why am I surprised this is something from the Mary Sue?
Right. I wanted to hear Rob yell about, because I think he's gonna yell. Because I liked his Enfy's Nest rant.
Yeah, bunch of hardened space pirates phrasing are gonna follow a 16-year-old girl. Yeah, that's believable. Okay, yeah, there you go. Yeah, listen, whether or not she's, I heard you talk about this before, Mecca. Whether or not he's portraying Enfy's Nest, the 16-year-old girl, she's still a scrawny little girl. She's not, and the fact that Winter Soldier gets beaten up by her, yeah, Falcon's gonna rub it in. You got beaten up by a little girl.
Well, Winter Soldier's a fucking super soldier.
Yeah,
This article.
None of it makes sense.
Well, this idiot writer also wrote the fact that, she's like, oh, it's sexist to refer to him as a little girl. Well, isn't it more sexist for him to emasculate his buddy? Like you're emasculating him by saying that he's not that he's that it's supposed to be a big deal, that the women are supposed to be weaker. So you're disproving your own fucking comment. Like this is
but he's a white guy, so nobody gives a shit.
It's like they just prove their own argument by just being like, this woman's just stupid who wrote this one. This isn't even like Rachel Leisure. No, she just proves her own argument by, she goes on to say, oh, it's just sexist for him and it's condescending to call her, to refer to her as a little girl. Well, first off, she wasn't in earshot. Second off, she is a little girl. Third off, it's more sexist and emasculating for Sam to be emasculating towards Bucky by saying, you got your ass beat by a girl. So if you're going to be offended by something, be offended by that. But no, she can't be offended by the right thing.
See, if I was him, I said, you just got your ass beat by a broad.
I didn't understand a single word Mecca just said. She was talking so fast. I think she broke the speed of sound.
She's
Like-
winning
Rob, read
concepts.
the article.
Like I was still hearing words as other words were coming in, and
It's like when a trumpet player breathes out and in at the same time somehow.
Falcon and Winter Soldier's little girl comment is sexist. Where Sam Wilson would never. Yeah, he would. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah, you would.
Super Bowl trailer for Falcon and Winter Soldier looks good. The story seemed interesting. I'm down for a couple therapy between Sam and Bucky, and the action sequences look badass. What's got me down, and by side-eyeing this trailer and the property as a whole, is Sam is teasing Bucky by saying, that little girl kicked your ass. It's sexist nonsense that compares weakness with being a girl, and I'm not having any of it. Wah. That little
go.
That little girl that Bucky was fighting in the trailer was Erin Kellyman's character. She's a 23-year-old British actress from Life, Don't Forget the Driver, and Les Miserables. She's also the badass from Solo, a Star Wars story known as Enfys Nest. Stop right there. Nobody
Oh
in the Star
no.
Wars story is badass.
That actor?
Yes.
No.
Remember Quint Howard was worried that we would be mad about Solo?
Wow.
Well,
Question: what was your reaction when when Enfys Nest took off the helmet and you saw it was a 16-year-old girl?
It was ridiculous.
I wanted to go home, Rob.
I was just like, fuck the hell off. Really?
Did you actually see that in the theater?
Yeah, I did.
I did too. Yeah.
Are you loco?
Are you?
Andre made them, I bet.
I saw
Yeah,
that.
Kleenex?
Do you need a Kleenex?
I saw that fucking piece of shit in 3D, and they shot that thing
But
with
it
muddy
still
lenses.
wasn't good.
No, they shot that movie with muddy fucking lenses for one. Like you can't see a goddamn thing. It's brown. The whole movie's brown.
She's
I saw
not
that
a
shit
little
for
girl.
free
She's
on
a
TV.
woman. She's
Well,
not a
didn't
little girl. She's a woman. She's a grown ass woman.
Barely.
Trained for hours and upon hours to meet physical demands of Falcon and the Winter Soldier. She deserves respect. No,
Did she actually write that?
Yeah.
Yes, she did.
That's in the article.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's an article.
Wow.
This is why I rip on the Mary Sue. It's the lowest of
Who
the
hired
low-hanging
this
fruit, but
person?
Well, they
Huh?
got.
This is a
Have they
queer
ever read
Latinx
an
woman.
article?
Listen. This.
I have a headache. I have a headache.
Even I,
I have a headache, man.
having
That
not
sounds like some ghetto bitch at Walmart.
Yeah.
check the list. Even I have not having not read a single Marvel comic in years. No, whoever is going toe to toe with the Winter Soldier is trained. Ha! He's a deadly weapon, and the only way to take out someone like him or challenge him is by training just as hard or more.
Why is
So
it
when
every
the
one of these? Hold up.
This character was taking out Bucky with Dover demons and
Hold
goes,
up, hold
I
up.
knew she thought she
Hold
was
up,
trained like him.
Why is it every one of these fucking articles from the Mary Sue has in the article? I haven't read this comic in years.
Right. Yeah, I haven't done any research. I'm actually not a journalist, but I write.
Imbeciles. That's
I
I
I
Googled it.
can put sentences together and type, but I'm actually not a journalist, but I talk like this, and you have to listen to me because, oh, dude.
To that, I say no because you just posed a question.
But listen, but she's like going down a few. It begs the question of who is in the writer's room for the Falcon and Winter Soldier. Checks IMDb. Yep, there are 3 men under the theme writing credits and no women. That's
You give yourself a
IMDb.
fucking aneurysm.
Rob, can you do
Should have
one
at
line
least
read?
faked it like she knew.
Can I please get one line reading this Cheech, please?
That's what leads to oversight like this, man. Small, they might be small, but the impact huge. And you consider the young woman or the young chicas, they be watching the show of their favorite hero, equating weakness being with little niñas,
It's too stupid for Cheech. He can't talk like that.
No, that was
It
great.
don't sound
though.
right. No, it just
Yeah,
don't
no,
sound
he's-
right.
Mark.
It-
Just turns that shit on.
Hey,
The voice is fine.
chicas,
It's the word.
they should be made to feel like not less, for some being so,
that doesn't even make sense.
Oh, it's funny though. It's funny.
Stephen
though.
Ott, you're right. Sadly, there is no such thing as journalism anymore.
No.
That is so true. And then we got another
There's
sticker from
journalists. If you're working for something like the New York Times, listen, regardless of what your opinion is in the New York Times, if you're working for somewhere like the New York Times, you are most likely, not always, a journalist. If you are working for the Mary Sue, you are a blogger. Learn the difference.
No, they're not bloggers. They're just Twitterati. These are just Twitter accounts longer. This is just I couldn't get it on my tweet, so I'm gonna write it for the Mary Sue.
Did you come up with that, Twitterati?
I think Rob did.
I don't know if Rob did.
He was the first person I heard it from.
I'd like to think I came up with it, but I don't think I did.
He also thinks he invented the question mark too. Mr. Tickle Trunk, thank you so much for the Shiba Dog Farting Hearts. I appreciate that. And I got us a whim. The Mary Sue writers really want Sam and Bucky to make out. Yes, they do.
Yeah, that's pretty much what it is.
That's the next article. You just gave them an idea.
She refers to them as going to couples therapy.
Well, that is true. That's what I felt like watching the fucking trailer.
Yeah, that's in the trailer.
I mean, I thought all that was hilarious.
I hope the show's good, Paulie. I really do.
I mean,
the trailer didn't impress me much.
No, I mean, I love that line where he's like, "You got your ass kicked by a little girl." I mean, that's how people talk.
That's how it's done.
I didn't even remember it until this fucking article had to bring it up.
Oh, to me, that was like a little highlight of the trailer.
She just watched it again on the Disney Plus.
Yeah, like he's getting his ass kicked and he almost like eats shit underneath the truck or whatever. And then, Falcon flies by and next to him is like, "You almost got your ass kicked by a little girl." That was a good moment. That's how guys talk. That's
yeah,
that's called relationship building.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and Justina Ireland, the stupid bitch who wrote that stupid High Republic book, she's not happy again. But what else is new?
Yeah, I honestly think that these people have nothing to write about, so they have to just like pull up a movie up off of a streaming service and just be like sitting there waiting for something to bitch and moan about.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they are. They
just fill up 3 paragraphs.
It's
like
not.
I got a word limit, so I'm gonna just say and a lot.
They do. They say and they throw in their confused genitals when it comes. Like these are the same assholes who are making up. "Oh, I didn't realize how sexy the cartoon version of the Fox Robin Hood was." So
you gotta have
stop. Yeah,
shit. I'm saying it. Fuck it. I'm not gonna hold back on jokes. You have to have a really ugly quit to be confused on whether or not it's a penis.
I've been banned from commenting on the Mary Sue site. So
hey, man.
You're just a toxic old white dude.
Poor Paulie. I really hope.
I'm getting to be an old dude.
Why is I'm?
Because I'm embarrassed. Resident Alien, good writing plus good acting, amazing, says Nelson Sharita.
Yes.
I think Mecca and Rob would agree with you.
Yes, everybody should watch Resident Alien if you want an actual fun show that just entertains you. It's interesting. The characters are cool. They're unique. They're different. They are diverse, and it works really well. And it makes sense. It makes sense to have a Native American chick in the middle of fucking Colorado.
I gotta check it out.
And they don't even like stop every 5 minutes to remind you that she's a Native American. I mean, she's just there and she's doing her job like anybody else.
Now they do talk a little bit about the sheriff. You can call me Big Black. He's great though.
This is officially the racist show we've ever had.
No, that's the line in the show. He's like, "You can call me Big Black," and the Mayor Snowflake says, "I'd rather."
It's not racist to talk about races and make jokes about them.
But people call me Big
It's
Black.
racist to be a dick.
Guess why? He's trying to call attention. You call me Big Black. Guess you guess why? Because of your. He's like, "Oh, you think that's funny, don't you?"
Now it's been the most racist show we've ever had. Diego Flores, thank you for the Peruvian $5. Peruvian souls, I should say. Also, we have to take into account Bucky is from the 40s, so his sensibilities are much more inclined. That phrase hits him harder. That's true.
No,
I don't
he
really care.
no,
Point,
no,
but
You called him a Nancy.
Well, it's more, it's more sexist too. She's even missing the point. It's more sexist for for the emasculation. She's saying it's sexist towards the little girl because you're just thinking it's offensive because you're shaming this one woman who trained for years and years and years. Well, you're making up a bunch of backstory that we didn't see. First off,
didn't this chick just fight the Winter Soldier? I think she could handle it.
Bucky fought in a fucking war. How do you think that? How do you think he feels about it?
That's true. He survived getting thrown off a friggin' cliff,
and he lived in Wakanda, man. Homie's
down.
Yeah. Homie's down.
Nelson Shrita said two men talking together as men equals problematic. Yeah, that's always problematic for the Mary Sue. I do hope the show's good. I wasn't real sold on the trailer. I'm glad for those who were.
Why haven't we gotten? Why I keep thinking to myself, why haven't we gotten a Nova movie yet? Like the Nova Corps. I
want a Chevy Nova movie. I want a movie about the Chevy Nova.
I think that because they made him so silly, it would be hard to make a whole movie about it and play it off serious and try to mix comic stuff with it at this point.
You think so?
Yeah, because who is the main Nova dude, man? It was
writer.
It was the Magic Man from Ricky Bobby.
Last time I saw you, you were driving around this shitty blue Chevy Nova. What you driving now? Same shitty blue Chevy Nova.
Making beer.
You really think I'm gonna fall for the banana in my tailpipe?
Hey man, you guys, you don't sound right, man. It don't sound natural coming out like that. You've been hanging around this dude too long. Hey man, I ain't gonna fall for no banana in my tailpipe. See it coming out like that, it's not more natural.
Now it's racist.
But I do Eddie on a normal basis. So like I could sit here and do Delirious and Raw from top to bottom.
I'm just kidding, man. I don't give a shit.
I could totally do it. Take half your shit.
Oh God.
Thing is, you ain't even gotta be good looking to get the pussy.
That's true.
Because Luther Vandross is a big fucking Popeye's chicken eating motherfucker. He's out there going, and the women be, ah!
To be fair, Popeye's spicy chimkin sandwiches are addictive.
So good.
Really so awesome.
I'm hungry.
Benny Rat, he's be scaring the bitches into giving the pussy. You got what I need.
Teddy Penny.
What? Looking crazy. Throw your panties on the stage.
Yeah. So I've learned that love's not possession.
I was just thinking of that.
And I've learned that love won't.
Then he start crying on the stage and
love needs expression, but I've learned. Jermaine gets some tissue. Tito gets some tissue. Jermaine, stop tissue.
Michael, he's gonna kick your ass. I was like, so?
Can I touch you for a minute, man?
Michael don't weigh but $105. I'll fuck Mike up. And then somebody come up to me and say, hey, Mr. T's here looking for me. I got the fuck out of
here.
Did you ever see the Saturday Night Live sketch with Joe Piscopo? Hey, welcome to the guy show where guys can be guys. We're here with two real men here, Liberace and Michael Jackson.
That's awesome.
I remember that one, yes. Wasn't that Dave Thomas when he was doing Liberace? Or
yeah, I think so, yeah.
Liberace.
You know,
Mexican Iron Man sends in $10. Hey.
Oh man, I was just kidding.
You're so racist, you guys.
Yo ho, Mexico.
Hey, he said we could do that. In fact, he insists.
Who is they?
Mexican Iron Man.
Look, Mexico is still the only place you can see a good donkey show, okay?
I've been told, never mind. I'm not even going to get into that.
I've yet to go to Mexico. So.
This isn't a place. Jesse, I don't know what to tell you.
Jesse, what is your name?
How the fuck did I wind up in Tijuana?
You know, we just saw Blue Streak the other night. Remember the movie Blue Streak with Martin Lawrence?
That's a good one.
And at the end, he's a federale.
The
Mexican Iron Man says,
I can
excellent
see
host
that going extremely well.
with superb panelists.
Love that
MEAD
movie.
is the PhD level of fandom streams. Thank you so much. Hail all. Wait, is that great? Is that great, Paulie? My goodness. All hail diversity and inclusion. Best Michael Jackson ever. Yes, he did a great Michael Jackson. and Mexican Iron Man says that song is approved. So just to remind you, I have my Latino card.
and this is
But
good.
there's just so many better mariachi songs. That's
Oh
all.
yeah, absolutely. But it's fucking stereotype as hell, and we're racist as fuck here.
All right, it's your
My
show.
favorite Spanish song, it's not from Mexico, but it's called Melanguenia. It's just a guitar piece.
La
Malaguena.
Malaguena.
It's really good. I would never be able to play it. And he starts doing all this funky shit, and it's like, it's like there's like 10 different techniques in that song.
Yeah. You have to hear Roy Clark play it. Oh man.
I don't know
Or
what
Feliciano, no?
I don't know what Cartoon Man is saying with Dave Chappelle, but Dave Chappelle is better than anything. Or it makes anything better, I should say.
Let's ask Dave Chappelle. Dave Chappelle.
He was in, he was in he was in Blue Streak. He was hilarious.
Blue Streak, that's right, yes.
He was hilarious. Oh my god.
That's right.
Come on, my gun. Get my fucking gun now. That was a good movie, man.
Hey. Smoke weed every day.
I do.
Still surprised Andy's watching.
Chip over me, he's like, Dave, I'm gonna race him. And I was like, Chip, no. But
I'd like to thank the panel. I'd like to thank the panel for getting my Chicano card revoked from Santana.
Yeah, you're gonna lose your.
Thank you. Muchísimas gracias.
Yeah,
that sounds kind of official. I don't know what you're going to do.
I hope Andy is not watching. I hope he tuned out after the first racist joke, and he has not been watching. So that's why I've been so embarrassed, because I've got these kids acting like fucking hooligans.
No,
and
Tom, he calls me. He's like, "What are you doing?"
Exactly. I got the fucking lead singer of Santana watching this shit. And I got these fuckers up here just doing X-Men. She's like, no, the X-Men's great. No, like I was playing along.
Ay, Dios mío.
That's what I was fucking thinking.
Ay, que los estudiantes no.
Ay, caramba. That's what I was thinking. Like, what the fuck?
Hey, you know what though? Like this picture, my profile picture, authentic Mexican artwork.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Remember to tweet Jimmy Kimmel once per day, reminding everyone that he got his start on the Man Show with girls jumping on trampolines. Yeah.
Yeah, back before he was a bitch. Adam Carolla's still a man.
Actually, when I used to look up to him, yeah.
Adam Carolla's still
your
cool.
Cool Skull drawing, aren't you? He did one for me too.
Yeah.
What?
Like that show was good, right?
Yeah. There's an artist that drew this avatar for me. Jesse was just talking about his avatar. Artist over on Instagram, Cool Skull. He's actually really, really good. So.
Oh my god, pollo a la brasa. Forget it. Let me tell you, man, Peruvian food, olvídate.
Speaking of, Diego Flores sends in 5 Peruvian souls, says, Latino, just let me know, and I can get you the Peruvian card. We have Pola La Brasa. Did I say that right?
No.
Okay.
Big brass balls.
Dude is cheap.
Big braised pork. Is that
Pollo.
Hey,
Chicken.
Latino, just let me know. I get you the Peruvian car. We have Polo La Plaza.
Nice.
Oh, he can do Cheech. Yes, he can do it very well. Roger Haynes says they should remake Superman 3 with Dave Chappelle.
Wait, as Superman? Not as the
No.
Pryor.
That was Richard Pryor's character.
No, he should be Superman.
Lois,
if you're Dave Chappelle was Superman, you'd walk out on stage with a cigarette.
I can see your titties. I can see your undies.
So I've
Like, I ain't
learned
saving you.
that love's not possession. And I've learned that love won't last.
You know what's awesome? Is I can light a joint, and I don't need a lighter. I just look at it.
Yeah.
Mecca, when's your
shit.
birthday?
Yeah.
When is your birthday, Mecca?
Next Tuesday, she said.
Yeah. I want to sing to Mecca. I want to sing the Mexican birthday song. Okay, everyone. Estas son las mañanitas. Come on, no one?
I just got wet.
I just got. Despierta, mi bien, despierta. Mira que amaneció. Y los pajaritos cantan. No?
Don't know.
No, but we all gotta obviously learn it because the
I'm
birthday
falling in
song
love
costs
right
so
now.
much money to
Happy
do.
birthday, Mecca.
Oh, thank you.
It's an early birthday song.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. I'm sure we'll be doing one of these next week too. So.
Well, then I'll
I'd sing you. I'd sing
if
you
you
the
call, I
American
will come
Happy
and I will sing
Birthday.
again.
It costs $19,000.
So
What was
what?
that, Jesse?
I said I'd sing you the American Happy Birthday song, but it's going to cost you $19,000
Right.
royalties.
Oh, those mariachis are
No,
not
that's
cheap.
they.
Mariachis are not cheap.
Are you talking about the actual Happy Birthday song, Jesse?
Yeah. 'cause
Oh,
it's
they got
expensive, right?
they pulled that from Warner. They're not allowed to do that anymore. In
Oh,
fact,
really?
in fact, they had to pay a bunch of back shit too for that crap.
Wow, really?
Yeah, look it up, dude. That was a big deal. Like it went to court and fucking yeah, it was because somebody sued them. They're like, "Fuck this noise." Nobody's ever sued them because they're like they couldn't fucking actually find anywhere on the books where they actually owned it, and it's like basically based on a tune from that's in the public domain. So they're like, "Fuck that noise," and yeah, they won. And now no
I
longer.
remember in Futurama, they like did a birthday song that was almost like it, but they had to change it.
Nope, now you don't have to
Get a
anymore.
big joke out of it.
Happy Birthday is now public domain.
Hey, can I say something really quick to the chat?
Sure.
Really quick. No, I'm just
real
kidding.
quick.
Go ahead.
You guys got me over 600 subs just right now.
Oh,
Thank
that's
you.
nice.
Thank you. That was really cool. Thank you so much.
Whatever. You're so lying.
No, it was at like 590 something, and then now I'm at 600. So thank you guys.
Well, speaking
It's
of
hard when
birthday,
you're small, right? I'm small. I understand.
speaking of birthdays, though, Goddess of Whim says in other news, it's Tom Hiddleston's 40th birthday. Thanks for making me feel old.
Me
That
too.
dude's 40.
I'm older.
Yeah, what's up with these Hollywood people in good skin?
Oh no.
Oh, it's probably because they've never done a day's work in their life. That's it.
The answer is 42.
When you're
Yes.
Mm,
you're outside, when you're mixing cement all day, it kind of takes a toll on you.
Jackie's number.
Carrying concrete's no joke.
Have you done that?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I
I
cannot.
was
I
a
can't hang.
construction dude for 10 years.
I can't hang with my family. They're a family of contractors and handymen. There's only certain jobs I can really do competently. I mean, that mixing cement is ball breaking, man.
I'd rather mix cement than walk up a fucking 8-pitch. Some of these guys could just walk up an 8-pitch, and I'm just like, how are you doing this?
Yep. See,
senor. But we do have a heck of a high council coming up, so I think we're gonna wrap things up here. We got Quarter Black Garrett and Yellow Flash 2 on tonight.
Oh, sweet.
And then while we're at it, though, make sure you jump on over to Latino Slant and check out that stream as well and help donate for the cause. You want to tell them again about that real quick?
Real quick, yes. Southern California Animal Rescue Squad. We're raising money tonight for their nonprofit. They're all nonprofit, and we're raising money. Please stop on by. $2, $5, $10, whatever you can drop. We're gonna have guests. We're gonna have fun times, and 7 p.m. Pacific. Thanks, Tom.
No problem. And other than that, Jesse, you want to tell them a little bit about your channel? Well, check out the Latino Slant, of course, besides just heading over there tonight. But Jesse, go ahead and tell them about your channel real quick.
I'm a general ball buster. I seem pretty negative when I'm talking in the chat. You know how that goes. But it's just because I'm a douchebag. And if you enjoy that type
True,
of thing,
he is
I
a
have
douchebag in
channel.
real life. It's not just an act.
Yeah, I'm exactly the same in real life. Like even at work, I act the same. I don't know
This
how
guy
I
almost got everybody killed in Vegas twice.
I was gonna say 3
killed.
Man, that would have been.
There's a homeless guy that wanted to hit me with carpet strips, and I was making fun of him. But
there was that.
I'm glad I wasn't there.
So yeah, check out Jesse's channel at the Crow's
Yeah,
Nest.
I'm gonna start doing like music reaction videos. I'm gonna pick a Buddy Holly song because of that.
There you go.
But I'm gonna go straight off the top 40 to start because there's a lot of garbage out there, and they have
Well, you know the song like Every Day.
no. I'll be fair though. Like I have music
start
theory
with,
training, so I'll be
Every
fair.
Day,
Getting
Every
closer,
Day,
moving faster,
and
closer.
also do Crying, Waiting, Hoping, and True Love Ways. Start with those three.
No, I texted you once. Start with his rockabilly stuff.
And some of his rockabilly stuff, yeah.
Ray Vaughan.
Ray Vaughan's a good
Sure,
one.
that will take me right down.
Yeah, Ray Vaughan. Start out with Ray Vaughan. That's a good one.
Ray Vaughan, dude. He is more than a nerd. More
And
than
then watch
a
the Buddy
nerd.
Holly story. That's a good movie.
Yeah.
It's got Gary
Yeah,
Busey.
see, I watched that with Gary Busey. Yeah,
Gary Busey.
So you've probably heard a lot of these anyway.
Yeah, you've heard all these.
It was so long since I had heard the songs.
I played Buddy
I
Holly.
was like,
I know how to play all his songs.
What's that song where it's like all winds, it's all symphony? That was a fantastic song.
True
That
Love
was like-
Ways.
I mean, that's towards the end of his career, right?
Mhm.
Mm.
Yeah, he was bringing in. He was one of those people just bringing in like more stringed instruments towards the end, and it would have been interesting to see where he went in the next decade. Probably he would have probably gone in behind the scenes and produced a lot like a Phil Spector.
He was
I
deep,
would've-
man. He was
Oh, yeah.
deep. Damn it.
Oh, I'm a piece of shit.
I would have lived in the woods,
I got a
What
sitar too.
Let me
and I
see.
would have ate raccoons raw.
I was playing this on my stream earlier. Yeah,
Have you ever ate a raw raccoon in a moon that's full? It makes your blood boil. I'm Gary Busey.
Snake Farm.
You ever have cheese made from raccoon blood?
Who's with Busey?
raccoons are basically wild cats, dude. You don't.
No, no, no. They're the cattle of the woods.
Buddy Holly's already producing his own records. I think he would have produced other people's more. I think he would have gone more behind the scenes and produced other people's stuff.
Gary is a nut job.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah,
he's,
I like
his-
those four young fellas from Liverpool. I like them. I want to produce them.
oh, can you imagine? Oh my, that Buddy Holly Beatles collaboration. Jesus.
That's Gary Busey. Of course, they look a lot alike. Nick Nolte, he sounds like he's taking a shit. We ain't partners and we ain't buddies and we ain't friends.
Oh God, I need more fiber in my diet.
I need more fiber in my diet. Oh, hell.
I need get me some more roughage.
Buddy Holly's Pet Sounds. That's wasn't that the Beach Boys?
That'd be interesting.
Yeah, had he produced? Well, what? Okay, what if he would have
Oh.
produced Pet Sounds? How?
Oh, I see what
Actually,
you're
at
saying.
that point, he would have went above and beyond probably what anything the Beatles and Beach Boys were doing with multi-track shit.
hmm
Like if he would first person to get his hand, and he would have been one of the first people to get his hands on that shit.
Well, he was already a visionary at that time, right? He was already transcending the sound because rock and
Absolutely.
roll was dead, and so he would have survived the change, and he would have been there. Yeah,
Yeah.
because everyone else just
He
became
might have went more country western in the 70s, though. I bet.
Absolutely, absolutely. Well, Ricky
Um,
Nelson. Look at how.
Well, he's
Ricky
got to have a
Willie Nelson.
severe alcoholic phase.
like a Willie Nelson.
I don't know if
So you have
Buddy
to come
would have.
back.
I don't know if Buddy would have had an
Mid-80s.
alcoholic phase. He had his shit together pretty good, at least from what I know.
Then he married a good Latina wife. He had a
I mean,
Latina-
what sucks is the only reason they took that plane that night wasn't even so much that the bus was cold. It was more so that they wanted clean fucking clothes to wear.
That sucks.
Yeah, that was the main
Mhm.
issue because they wanted to get there ahead of time so they had time to do their fucking laundry before the show. That's why they wanted to take the plane. And they even took everybody else's clothing with them, which might have even been a detriment to the weight of the plane.
Mm.
But it was clearly the pilot's fault. It was all the pilot's fault because the pilot was not the pilot was too green and was
Mhm.
not following their instruments probably, most likely is what they figured.
just like that report came out today of Kobe's helicopter pilot. Same thing.
Very similar, yes. And in fact, that's funny because they just reopened some of the case not too long ago, and a lot of that report came back at the same time as the whole Kobe thing happened, which is weird because there was this big whole really fucked up conspiracy that turned out to be completely false because the Big Bopper's body was on the other side of the.
Yeah, he flew.
Yeah, he was on the other side of the fence, and that was because he was in the back end of the plane, and he would just fell out first, is what it was. But
That's frightening.
There was this big, huge, fucking stupid conspiracy that was taken care of real quick, and what it was that the conspiracy was that Buddy Holly actually shot the Big Bopper because he was going for help. And the reason this was because
Buddy Holly doesn't seem like an Owl Akbar type.
No. And what happened was when they were cleaning up the mess, like a year or so later, the farmers ended up finding Buddy Holly's gun, which Buddy Holly did have a pistol. And so everybody was like, well, it just doesn't make sense that he was walking away and trying to get help. And, they were questioning whether or not he killed himself because he couldn't get so far, or if he got shot by somebody else, blah, 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 all this shit. Well, they took one because they actually moved Big Bopper's body because they gave him a new headstone. And they had to move him from one spot to the other because of the size of the headstone. Mm-hmm. And so in doing that, they ordered a new autopsy, but they didn't even have to go that far. They did the scan, just the x-ray scan, and there was zero bullets in the body, and it matched up exactly with the original coroner's assessments. So that was it. That totally threw that conspiracy out the fucking window. I was like, that is some stupid shit.
Wow. I didn't know that.
Yeah, this was all just recently too, in recent years. So a lot of this shit's just coming out like now. So, but yeah, pretty much everything they said is what happened. It's pretty obvious. It was just the error of the pilot not paying attention to his gauges. So, yeah.
Well, Mr. Butters.
Yes, Mr. Butters is actually going to be one of the reasons why you're doing that tonight, right?
As Mr. Butters.
Puppy.
As Mr. Butters. What's that?
The rescue?
Yeah, so him and Bandit are rescue brothers.
Rescues make the loyalist dogs.
Yeah, they're pretty dope. Yeah. They're pretty dope.
They'll die for you.
Yeah, they're like they're very attached to us, and they're having a great life here at the house. They didn't have names, and they were group fed barely in a backyard. And then the owner was like, get rid of them, all of them. And these guys were the last two. And he's like, get them now or I'm going to get rid of them.
Wow.
Yeah. So this Butters having a good life, huh, Mr. Butters?
Sorry. Knows it's Butters, and that's me.
Donnie Pearson says, rest in peace, Mary Wells. She was a member of the Supremes. That's right. We also lost a member of the Supremes today. Yeah, we lost a lot.
Today?
Yeah, I think so. Or yesterday too. Yeah, we lost a lot of people already this year. This year's shaping up to be another 2016 again.
Yeah, my mom was with my mom today.
The Supremes, Gladys, was it Gladys Knight?
No, that was
Diana Ross.
Yeah,
Diana Ross.
Who played Dorothy?
Wasn't she supposed to be really unfair to the rest of the Supremes as far as monetization went?
I don't know if she had anything to do with that.
Because I always heard that she was kind of.
She was always a diva, but I don't know if I have no idea if she had any control over that. I would think that might have been like Motown, but I have no idea to be able to really respond. Yeah, I don't know. That's a good question. I know there was a falling out or some sort years later, but
see, I was petty even as a kid. I play guitar, so I figured it was a responsibility to learn all the old music. But that's Supremes I never listened to just because I heard that rumor and I was petty even back then.
I'm sure they had their disagreements over the years. It's Diana Ross and the Supremes, so
right.
What are you gonna do?
Yeah, she was like a Beyonce, right?
Pretty much, yeah. She was definitely the Beyonce of her time.
Yeah.
I'd say
Beyonce and the two other chicks.
Yep, pretty much. Pretty much.
And I don't know if you missed it, but I said she was the Dorothy in The Wiz.
Yes, she was. We talked about her earlier.
Oh.
But I think that was just before you two got in here, maybe.
Yeah.
E-Zone. This has been a very Michael Jackson, Diana Ross heavy episode.
And who was this? Who was the Tin Man? Was it Nipsey Russell?
Yes.
He was great.
I love The Wiz, man.
What a great cast, man.
It's a great movie. I mean, it's very overlooked.
I haven't watched The Wiz because
You've never seen it, Jesse?
No, because I thought it was weird. I was like, what grown man is like, I'm gonna make a movie. What am I gonna do? I'm gonna make The Wizard of Oz.
Well,
either you got to be really, really high, or you're just a weirdo.
Well, actually, what it was updated Broadway blaxploitation, basically version of it.
Yeah, which is even weirder because it's like,
actually really good. Believe it or not, it's very entertaining. Yes,
you need blaxploitation to be popular.
It's not as well. I hate using that term. Actually,
yeah, I don't know if that term applies to.
It's not really. Yeah, I shouldn't put that term to it. It's.
I know what you mean.
You know,
blackization.
Well, it's a it was
Eric says they call. I don't like to use the term urban either, but like that's basically what it is an urbanized version, and it works. It 100% works. It's great. The soundtrack is amazeballs. Of course, Quincy Jones produced it, so the cast is awesome. The story, I mean, the story, but just the way it plays out with the characters, the production design, you can tell they put a lot into it. It's, I don't know, it works on its own as its own, and it does not tread on the original in any way. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't disrespect the original, doesn't try to be better than the original. It's its own thing.
That is a reimagining.
That is a true reimagining.
That is a true reimagining.
Yeah, and I mean, I actually did a reimagining in quotations of Alice in Wonderland years ago. I wrote out an entire script that never got done for an independent project. But yeah,
how did that go?
It was basically a girl who gets knocked out, and she goes into the dream world of Wonderland, of course. But like, just people in her life that she knows turns up in Wonderland in that version. But it's like a sick and twisted, dark kind of like.
You wrote a story about Alice in Wonderland, but it's just some poor girl in a coma.
Yeah, a drug.
What was that John Cusack movie?
One of the versions was drug induced. I don't remember which one I ended up with, but
was it 13 Rooms? I think something like that.
I don't know.
Oh, when he was at that hotel. Oh, that's funny.
I'm like totally gonna go check IMDb because I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. Just like some blogger we heard
earlier. I use IMDb a lot, so hey,
it's quality.
All right, I suppose, kids, we should get out of here because I want to have a few minutes to breathe before the High Council. Yeah. Don't forget to check out Latino Slant. Mecca, you got anything going on lately?
Oh, videos every day, streams, doing cooking streams and more, and all those stuff. Yeah, check the channel every day. I've got something going on.
Well, Tom, Beavis and Butthead actually have weighed in on the new Star Trek.
Oh yes, and this is our new master.
Oh, I saw.
And then I just texted you one. I just texted you one too, Rob.
You did
a new idea. New script.
Beavis and Butthead have officially determined that the new Star Trek Discovery, and Picard, and Lower Decks sucks, and they've sucked worse than anything that has ever sucked before. So,
everybody in the chat saying it's 1408, but I just looked. It's called Identity.
All right.
That stupid movie. I hated that fucking movie.
Really?
I hated it so much because they ripped off my Alice in Wonderland idea.
Well, not even that. It was just a stupid movie. I hated it. I hate that when you go through an entire movie and it's just like some really stupid twist ending where it's like all a dream and it hit somebody's head. And then I'm just talking about it. I wrote that same exact kind of story.
There is. Tom,
but mine was at least a ripoff of Alice in Wonderland.
But mine was good shit.
Tom,
and actually, it was a drug-induced coma. It was drug-induced.
Shit.
I forgot. Yeah, it was drug-induced. It wasn't a coma. Never mind.
Before we go, Tom, is there any truth to the whole thing about in the Wizard of Oz they showed the ruby slippers underneath Dorothy's bed?
That's a good question. I don't know.
Is it true that in one of the scenes there's a what do they call them? not Munchkins, but the midget.
Yeah, Munchkin hung himself.
The Munchkin.
No,
Did he really hang himself in the?
no, that's been debunked since the days of DVD. Because you can actually see.
DVD. Did they blur that shit out?
No, it's not even what you think it is. It's like there's like a fucking, there's a stork behind there, and he's like just moving around. That's all it is.
Hey,
it's like a bird or a stork or something.
Now, the kid on the Small World ride at Disneyland, that is not a myth. They had a picture of that.
Hey, you know, like Dorothy, you know, she going around with all these midgets, you know, and the midgets say, "Oh, you found the yellow brick road. You get to Tijuana from there."
Is Tijuana the Emerald City?
Oh yeah, Tijuana. Yeah, they're gonna go to the cousin Ricky's cantina. They're gonna go to the donkey show. They go to the bullfights.
I heard that down there you could just go to the pharmacy and get whatever you want. Is that true?
Oh yeah, man. We go to the pharmacia and you say, "Hey, I need some of the yeho." And you get the yeho. Oh, the yeho. But you gotta smuggle it up your puta, okay? So that's
You know, just because he's not watching it.
all right,
Just because he's not watching
Rob,
this,
no, he's
I
not.
know an Italian guy, and he went to one of those places.
That's not what it doesn't mean that you
got
think it
the
is.
word. Hold on, Jesse.
That's when I'm riffing. I just pull a word out.
That word
out of your puta.
my puto.
No.
Right. What's the right
He's
word?
the only guy who's going to learn the entire Spanish language just for a comedy bit.
He will too.
Correct,
what's
Sander.
the right word? What's
Puta
the
is a
right
slut, all right?
Yeah.
Or
yeah, man. You hide it up to the puta, man, so that when they hurt you, they let her go. You know, that's how you get it in there.
Tom,
I don't know. Who
I
this
gotta
guy
go.
is, man.
Hey, thanks a lot,
Totally
guys.
Disregard.
See you guys later. I'm gonna go. Bye.
Yes.
Now you did it. Good job,
That's what I do. I didn't hear puta.
man. What the hell, Rob?
See what I
He
have to
really
deal with?
laughed. He really fucking laughed.
Do you see what I have to deal with
He
Rob?
did it.
I hope you didn't really piss him off.
I used to work with this guy from El Salvador who kept telling me that he liked my nachos.
He's back.
I was gonna say, I hope you didn't really piss him off, Rob.
So Paulie, what does that mean?
Oh, are you pissed off?
See,
He's offended as shit. Awesome, Rob.
Oh, so sorry.
I'm not. I thought it'd be a good comedic bit if I said bye and get the fuck out of here.
You can do it without leaving, but yeah. Adam Wolford says, wasn't there a book about the Red Brick Road? I don't know. Maybe there was. I don't think it was an official book, though. If I remember right, I think it was just like a joke book. And I think that was like the whole bit of the joke was like the road leads right to the Emerald City. Like, yeah.
Can I ask a question? How the hell did I get on the left? Because I don't own this channel.
Oh, because I moved everybody around.
It's because I left.
So yeah, I just moved people's around.
The more putas
You know,
we
I
have.
like to do that just because of ADD purposes. I like to have the people who show camera be symmetrical on screen. Like that.
Yeah, I moved you guys because you were on camera and I didn't want the things covering you up when I brought them up like that. Yeah. All right, kids. I've been saying it for the last 20 fucking minutes. We're gonna really go now because if not, I'm not gonna get a chance to eat anything before the show later. So, I appreciate everybody coming in. Thank you, Paulie. Thank you, Jesse, and thank you, Script Doctor, earlier for popping in. He had to leave early. Other than that, we'll catch you on the flip side, probably Thursday. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Take care, everybody.
Just when you think this show is terrible, something wonderful happens.